Welcome back to The Price of Business. I'm your host, Kevin Price, talking to you about you and your business. I'm doing an ongoing series, any regular listener to this program knows, on the whole dynamics that take place among mid-market companies. I like to say there's a ton of ink about mega corporations and enterprise-sized companies simply because of, they just have so much exposure, because they are publicly owned, and there's, of course, there's so many stories surrounding them, and so they have no problem getting exposure. And then there's this romance around small businesses. So you got in your magazines like Entrepreneur that reaches out to them. But what about mid-market companies? And so we focus more on that in our segments. Although we do plenty of other programs in those other categories. But I like talking about the situation with mid-markets. Our next guest is going to help us do just that. Dean Wiech, and he is with a company called toolsforever.com, or actually Tools Forever. But when you look them up, it is tools, the number 4, ever.com. It's the things you got to do when you get your domain up there too late. Isn't that right, Dean?
Yes, absolutely.
Very clever, though. I like what you did. Kind of give us your elevator speech before we get started.
Sure. Tools Forever is a software company, and basically what we do is help organizations and schools, colleges automate the identity and access management as well as password management process. We try to take tasks that are mundane, time-consuming, and error-prone, and automate them as much as humanly possible.
Okay. Kind of give me an overview of the kind of companies that you work for.
Sure. I mean, we work with just about anybody. We have organizations with 50 to 100 employees, up to large multinational corporations. The education space has been very kind to us over the year as well, and have schools, colleges, public, private. Just about everybody uses the applications. Okay.
How large is your company?
Here in the United States, we have a total of about 40 employees.
And where is it corporately located?
The corporate offices are actually located in the Netherlands, but here in the U.S. we have offices in New York and Seattle.
Okay. And yet your clients obviously are global. It's not tied anywhere geographically.
That is accurate.
Yeah. And so that and I would assume you have clients here in the great state of Texas.
Oh, absolutely. School districts and businesses as well.
What percentage of your clients are small to mid-sized businesses?
Small to mid-size, we define as somebody with under 500 employees, and it probably makes up about 45% of our business.
Really? That's interesting. And how about the mid-market size companies?
Mid-market, 500 to 1,500 is probably our sweet spot, and probably makes up 30-40% of our business as well, maybe even a little higher.
Okay. And then obviously the rest would be your enterprise level.
Absolutely.
So which is a relatively small number.
Yep, enterprise-level clients is probably 10 to 20% of our overall business.
Why is it, does something happen? Do they decide to take that over internally once they reach that size, or how do you explain that?
I think that probably the reason is we're a relatively mid-sized company in the identity and access management space, and the larger enterprises tend to go with the larger providers like CA or Microsoft.
Okay, interesting. What's going on out there when it comes to the mid-market companies? What does your company see?
Growth, exponentially growing quicker and quicker. With all the security concerns, with accounts being hacked and trying to save time and money in the IT department, companies are out there looking for solutions like ours to save them time and money, all the while making the network more secure.
Okay. And 2015 compared to 2014?
We're seeing tremendous growth already this first quarter. Sales are up 20 to 25% over last year.
What do you attribute it to?
I think that more and more organizations are becoming aware of the identity and access management space, and realizing that there's simple to use, simple to install solutions. I think also over the years the price point has come down considerably on these types of products.
Yeah, I guess technology continues to drive a lot of that.
Absolutely.
Yeah, it keeps on bringing it lower and lower. What would you say is, when people look at mid-market versus enterprise-level companies, a lot of those companies that are mid-market, they stay mid-market by design, don't they? It's not like they decided that they chose or believe that they can't achieve bigger levels. They don't want them.
Yeah, they prefer to stay with that smaller mentality as far as customer service, being able to make sure that their customers are very, very well taken care of.
Yeah, and so talk about, when it comes to how you deal with mid-market companies, particularly in your sales and customer relations processes versus your enterprise-level companies. Tell us a little bit about how that works.
I mean, we tend to treat or try to treat everyone the same. We treat everyone as our most important client, whether they're a small one-off organization or a large multinational. We try to make sure that they get the best service and the best products regardless of their size.
Yeah, no question about it. That's interesting. Tell me about how your company grows. How you get more clientele. Tell us a little bit about your business development process.
Sure. Business development. We basically attend trade shows. We have a good marketing team here that's constantly generating content to go out on the web, and then of course our salespeople are out pounding the phones, doing emails, everything they possibly can to try and drive more business into us. And over the last couple of years, we've grown in size as well. So more feet on the street equals more opportunities.
How competitive of a marketplace is your business in?
Quite competitive, actually. There's probably 24 players in the space that are all vying for the same clients.
Mm-hmm. And probably like you, they try to differentiate yourselves in maybe in verticals, maybe in particular size companies they try to reach. Is that true?
Yeah, absolutely. There's some players out there that are definitely niche oriented, focused on healthcare or focused on education or focused on government, and I think that's true in just about any business.
And how would you say that you're different from the competition?
I think our differentiator is our time to implement. We can get systems up and running for clients in a matter of a couple of days rather than months or years that some of our competitors require to get a system operational.
Well, you got to love that. Dean, thanks so much for your time.
Thank you.
Want to encourage the listener to check out Tools Forever. That's the number 4 there where you hear that 4. Toolsforever.com, and make sure you learn more about it. I do want to remind the listener the best content here shows up over there at usdailyreview.com, and you are listening to The Price of Business.